I think just really try and like a general thing I'm gonna say to like consider more is really think about how you can plan around your waves more. And where the junglers are pathing and what your champs can do. So like when I'm in this position and I know my Janna has no flash and I'm just a level 3 Samira, I feel like once I crash this wave, either like have like a really clear, try and be as clear on what you want to do. So you see your Janna basing, right? If your Janna's basing, I don't really know what kind of buy you're going for, but I feel like it's better to just reset with your support because on your map, you saw that your Graves Raptors are spawning, right? You're not going to have your jungler. Your Janna has no flash. I feel like you just want a situation where the waves are reset and you're not really in danger.
Didn't I mean, on that point, didn't Graves ping like on the way? I'm pretty sure he pinged like on the way, or someone did. I was like, okay, we have Graves. But my thinking is like, we have Graves behind us. We saw Yi, but like, I know Yi took Scuttle, so I know he's on his top camps, and they cleared opposite. Like, I'm perfectly safe here. And if they all in Janna, then I kill Varus. And you saw like, I think we killed him soon here. Yeah, we killed him right here.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
gonna be honest.
He got hit by the NATO and like fucked up hard, but like I still felt like we win it hard because this guy's low. The Varus is like is down HP. Unless and if they're all in Janna, then I just kill Varus for free. That's my thinking. Because look, Graves behind me. He's top.
I guess it's okay, but what I'm imagining is like I don't really think they're like so this your Graves is just try to think about it from your jungler's perspective and like what can happen. Like in most cases. Like in this case you kill him, but just try and think about like what happens in most cases. Of course you always have to adapt. Like if you think you can kill and go for that, go for it. But I just want you to look at the fact that like your Graves Raptors are spawning in 5 seconds. Master Yi's pathing bot and your jungler's pathing up, right?
Yeah.
He finishes this camp. And this is how the lane looks. I don't know why this Varus is walking forward. He can easily just last hit from here.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you see him playing like this, and you're like, okay, sure, we can look for something. Totally cool. But usually the time you're going to make decisions is here, right? So I don't know exactly when you saw Master Yi was doing Scuttle and basing, but... Or you saw the Scuttle later, right?
Well, I saw the Scuttle was down. So like, and I saw that my jungler back. So I'm thinking like, okay, Yi probably if Yi didn't reset here, he's like hard trolling his tempo. I'm just not thinking that he like stayed. And Graves pinged on the way to bot. So I have my he's the one who pinged it. I didn't ping him to stay. He pinged he was staying. So that's why I pinged my Janet. I was like, okay, like we're perfectly safe because Graves wants to be here. Graves pinged it. If you look like a little bit, he pinged on the way to bot.
He pings. Yeah, I mean here I just hear Janet basing, right? Like, and then you're running this way. Like, to me, this doesn't seem like it's clear on what you want.
Right.
So my point is just like be clear on what you want. Okay. This guy could have just based, and then you're standing here, and then like right. So if you want to go for the, go ahead.
I was gonna say I just wanted the information because once I saw that the Scuttle was taken, that's when I like went through my head that like okay, Yi probably reset. That's why I went that way. I still wanted to stay in lane, but I get what you're saying on like pinging her, or, like saying or like kind of making it clear what I want.
Yeah, because I mean, just like objectively saying, most times what will happen, and the better players get, it's better to play on what's actually consistent. Of course, things always change. But I'm imagining in this scenario, right? When I saw that your jungler is Graves and you have your Samira Janna and the wave is here, like as soon as I crash this wave here, I don't imagine there being a play. Basically, in my head, I think in most cases, there's not going to be a play. You can stay, but this will spawn. Your jungler will want to go to Raptors. Like, this is the time that your jungler has to gank, right?
Yeah.
They should not be killable, but they are, so it's fine. But just see like what's consistent. That's all I'm trying to say.
Can you show how much gold I have? Like hold tab and I just want to see if I had a base available.
You had like double longsword refill, so it's like
okay.
You don't have Dirk, but I mean that was a nice play you ended up doing where you killed him. We'll show that. Pump your ego a bit. Let's go. The flash E backwards. Okay, I like it.
My only kill of the game. I did not get another kill.
And then this is something I wanted to show. I want to show you like 2 or 3 different things.
Okay.
So let me turn off the music. Kind of. See if my chat said anything too. What's up, Bob Joan? Okay. So like, yeah, this is fun. Yeah, I mean, ideally you're. Sometimes it's nice for your support to run here and try and hold the wave. Like, I think this ward is kind of useless. Sometimes if you can see this, it's good. Like, say you're here and you're like, okay, I'm gonna base. Try and ping your Janna to hold the wave. Because I think when you're playing Samira, especially early game, you should try and fuck with their recalls and hold waves. So, the situation comes up. I think it's good that you hard crash here and then stop the dragon. And then, I mean, your Janna just, like, nados the wave and, like... I mean, somehow she chunks Varus to half health, so I guess that's fucking good. But normally what I imagine happening is you want to pull the waves and then look for all-in timings.
Yeah.
Unless you can move for Rift Herald or something.
I wanted to pull this wave because, like, the Varus had no flash. I was like, kill if we just wait, but...
Yeah. And then here, I think your jungler doing Cloud Dragon when he has camps up is, like, not the best, especially because they're just going to get Rift Herald for free. I mean, plates are less good now, but I think here, as soon as you see that we did Dragon at 820 and your next wave is coming, and you see Master Yi top, you should be thinking, we can dive on this cannon wave. Because you know Varus has no flash. And you're going to be 6.
Yeah. Did Graves run into enemy bot side or did he run top?
He runs an enemy bot side. But at this point, as soon as you see Master Yi and your Scion is dead, it's like... Yes, like, this is like the only play you guys can make. And he's going to get Rift Herald, so trading is like... Like, I don't know why this guy ran to Krugs. He should just do his Rift Herald. But, yeah, like, he just gets to farm this cannon wave. And then, like... like, he walks up and dies to a NATO, right? Like, that's not going to happen every time, but you got him, which is good. Just a small thing. Just pay attention to, like, when you can look for dives. And then there's 2 other points. I think here you should hold the wave again for a little bit. Because there's no dragon, no Rift Herald. Yeah, there's no dragon, no Rift Herald. And you're not going to be able to set up a wave to dive. And you can't hit the tower. And Janna moving mid, in my opinion, doesn't accomplish that much. And you're playing Samira.
So what doesn't end up happening here? Can you, I don't remember exactly what I was thinking in the moment. But I think I was thinking, like, I wanted to hit the turret when that guy backed. And I'm thinking, like, okay, if I just push the wave fast, which I can do, and the next wave fast, it'll just, like, reset to me anyway. And I can also hit the turret at the same time. I think that's what I'm thinking. But I don't... So what actually ends up...
So, like, you're last hitting this, right? If you hard shove this wave, then you can get 1 plate, maybe. I think that's okay. But I'm just going to show you what I imagine happening and then what actually happens. So here you hold this wave. Yep. He's going to lose 6 creeps, guaranteed. And then you can do anything, right? You're safe from enemy jungler. And then you can push the wave anytime that's good, basically. Like, say Graves is coming bot side, okay, you can push and help. But you pushing the wave, the only thing it does is Janna can move mid.
Right.
But, I mean, you're playing Samira, and, like, I don't think it's that good. This, like, right now. You can't really poke. You can't really dive.
Yeah, I don't know why I started slow pushing.
Yeah. So that's just a general thing I noticed. It's just, like, try and be more intentional about, like, what you're trying to do with your waves and when you can set up waves for all-ins and ganks. I think that'll be more consistent. I mean, yeah, your Janna, I mean, yeah, makes a mistake. Happens, but, like, now the situation kind of sucks. And then the second thing I wanted to show you is, okay, this Janna dies again. I don't really want to get into skirmish. I just want to figure this out. So you go mid here, right? I think it's good to go mid. Azir's already bought. I think you should stay mid. It's already 13 minutes.
Talking about like after I pick up the waves.
Yeah, so we're already getting Dragon. Rift Herald is spawning in 2.5 minutes. And Scion is literally at tier 3. And Fizz and Master Yi are on the map.
Yeah.
If you push this, you can hit mid tower.
Right.
And just it's good to think about like how you're using your time. So use this time to run down and swap when you could have already cleared a wave and been hitting a tower.
Right.
And so Scion is causing all this time. And if you guys stayed, Azir's already pushing bot, you're already pushing mid. They have to react. And I feel like this is something that I see in your play where like I feel like generally you're more reacting to things rather than trying to set up yourself and your team more proactively. Now, of course, you're playing AD carry, but just imagine the situation where you're up tempo on waves. And then in this situation, you end up getting stuck like in side lane. Like, okay, now you move, you're hitting a tier 1 bot, but like it's so low impact in the game. Because if you want to have the most impact, you want to go mid as soon as you can as AD carry.
I was just really scared of being mid because Malphite, because they have Malphite Fizz. And I know at the time, I get your point on that. I agree. Like I should not have ran bot.
Mm-hmm.
Could have just better use of time. But in general, I just didn't want to be mid with just Janna against Malphite Fizz because they can one shot me. And like in the game, like Malphite tried to flash on me like 4 times, so I was like really scared of that.
Yeah, it's kind of just the best thing you can do, right? Because hopefully your Azir, I mean, he used his TP. I don't even know what for. I have to go see how he TP'd. I mean, yeah, this guy just TP'd mid, but he has TP, right? So he's here with TP up, and you're here. That's just the most pressure on the map. You have the most impact on the map. Gotcha. Yeah, they have a Malphite and a Fizz, but like, it's what like you're playing AD carry, right? Like, if you're mid, then your support and jungle can move together. If your support is sitting bottom at 15 minutes, it's like not only good for you, but it's not good for the team.
You're right.
So like that's kind of the AD carry, how you set up your team for AD carry is just being in the right place.
Gotcha.
And then the last thing I want to point out is just like the line. I don't want to look at every fight, but I feel like there's times where you run too far back. And I feel like it's good that you're like acknowledging threats, but I think you need to, I was kind of explaining this analogy a little bit. Maybe I'll use a different one, but it's like, you need to be like a hot piece of meat. Like you need to be like tasty, you know, as an AD carry, like you're already tasty.
Like beta.
But you have to make them believe they can eat you, you know? Right. So like, because that's like the difference between like good and great players, right? They're like AD carries are constantly pushing that line of like, is he in threat range or not?
Yeah.
But if you're too like afraid or you're too playing it safe, then you don't give the enemies the opportunity to make mistakes. Right. And you also lose out on opportunities to do damage, like spacing wise. And that's kind of what I mean by pushing the limits, is you want to push the limits of this. So like this dragon fight is coming up. And just like pay attention to your spacing and like what could be like, when can you actually be closer to the fight? And when do you move too far away? Okay.
Okay. So can you pause it here?
Mm-hmm.
So we all back up, but like I see the Malphite TP on the back. Like I don't think I had any more opportunity to like deal damage or do anything else before like.
It's just a small thing, but here you don't need to be scared of Malphite, you know? Braum got chunked to 10%. You chunked Master Yi to 60%. You see Fizz.
Yeah.
Like, you can run towards him, basically, is my point. And hit him.
Hit
like, look where you are.
And look where... Malphite?
Yeah. Just hit him. Right? He flashes away. But my point is, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care too much about what actually exactly happens. I care about how you're playing, basically.
Okay.
And here, like, what your movement shows me is that, like, you're scared of something, but you don't need to be. That's all.
Okay.
And that's the difference, right? It's constantly closing that gap between what's actually possible based on what you can see. So, yeah. And it happens in other fights, too.
Yeah.
But that's, like, Let's see if I can show another situation. Like, I just generally want you to try playing more aggressive and seeing, like, the line a bit more. Because I feel like you're a bit too much on the other side now. So you're going to make mistakes going to the other end, but you have to try it a bit more, if you know what I'm saying. I think those are the main points, is, like, knowing when to go mid, being more conscious of waves, and when you can freeze, and when you're trying to base, and then playing the line more as an AD carry.
On that, I was saying, like, for me, it depends. It's more like depend on what I'm playing, because as Samira, like, often I'm kind of waiting to follow up on crowd control, because I just get a dash in for free. I don't have to be like exactly on top of someone already, start DPSing them or hitting them. Like in the example with the Malphite, it's like once Malphite CC'd, I just get the dash for my passive. So I'm thinking like, okay, like once I get the CC, I'll get the passive stack anyway. That will put me in range regardless. So I'm staying at like the max range for that rather than like the actual perma auto range. And like if I'm playing, and it's kind of different champions for me. If I'm playing something like Vayne, like when I play Vayne, I play a lot more aggressively. That's because like I'm not like playing a follow up. I can like make my own plays. I feel like I'm in a mindset where it's like I have trouble with the like playing outside the follow up on Samir. That might be like the kind of wall, I guess, that I'm hitting. Maybe I find it hard.
Cool. Just experiment with it, play with it a little bit. Cool. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming on.
I appreciate it. I was like, bro, if I get a chance to get like a pro to coach me, honestly.
Yeah, you can hit me up if you have any questions.
Oh yeah, of course, man. I'm gonna make some content out of
it. Cool. See you later.
All right, see you, bro. Peace.